All Israel hath transgressed thy laws, even by departing. They threw his 10 Commandments out of the schools, that they might not obey the voice of the Lord. You know who gave those 10 Commandments according to the book? The Lord did. He didn't even let Moses write those until he'd given them himself. He wrote them. The Lord, the one you're not paying any attention to while you're talking about serving him. The Lord wrote those commandments before he gave them to Moses. What have you done with them? Well, they departed from them, that they might not obey the voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us. What did he say? Cursed is he that does not fail to do everything commanded in the law. That's the last thing you find in your Old Testament, lest he come and smite the earth with a curse. That's how it ends. All right, he goes on and says this: the curse is poured upon us, destroy the nation, rape their women, kill their young men, made slaves of the kids. And the oath was written in the law of God, in the law, quote, of Moses, the servant of God, because we, the nation, have sinned against him, against God. Do I hear an amen? I ought to hear about 30 million of them. We have sinned against him, the one who wrote the words. What's that? The 10 Commandments. Verse 12, and he hath confirmed his words. He said, I'm going to wipe you out here if you don't behave yourself, and he wiped them out. And they've been wiped out now for 2,500 years, and just got back in 1948, and right now the UN in downtown New York is doing everything to kick them out again, while I'm reading this script. He confirmed his words, W-O-R-D-S. He said, you reap what you sow, they reaped it. That's what you're doing right now. Now listen, you real smart Christians that believe everything is positive, let me ask you something. What do you think a nation is going to reap if they sow liquor? They're going to reap drunks. What do you think is going to happen when a country sows sodomites, dykes and butchers and faggots and fairies and fruits? Well, they're going to meet dirty literature, dirty pictures, dirty jokes, dirty shows, dirty people, what the Bible calls filthy dreamers. They're going to reap. You're going to reap what you sow. Why? Because God said it, and he hath conformed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us. All 9 of them. You can say amen to something I'm reading here. This is a penitential prayer for God to have mercy upon a wicked nation. Don't you think we fit pretty good yet? You want some more? He says we've sinned against God, and he hath confirmed his words against us, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judge us, by bringing upon them a great evil. Why, sure he did. What did he do? Well, he had to lose 3 wars in a row. You got shot to pieces in North Korea, and they never repented. You got shot to pieces in Vietnam, they're still communist. Now you're getting them your boys getting shot by guerrilla warfare over in the Near East, and as soon as they leave, you got people taking over with laws that say they can kill anybody who doesn't accept their religion. And what happened? God brought against them a great evil. For unto the whole heaven hath it not been done as hath been done to Jerusalem. Then God is especially angry and vengeful when dealing with his people. Those were his people. I'll read it again. This is Daniel praying, I guess. Daniel knew what he was talking about. At that time he was a slave eunuch there in the palace of Nebuchadnezzar, one of the greatest types of Antichrist in the Bible. And he hath confirmed his word, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judged us. There they are up there. What are they doing? They're telling you this is constitutional, this isn't constitutional. They're telling you it's constitutional for 2 men to go to bed and pretend they're getting married and raising families when they can't even have a family. You're telling them that's constitutional, and they're saying it's unconstitutional to have a manger scene of Jesus at Christmas time out in front of your building. What's wrong with them? Demon-possessed, according to this prayer. So you got to get rid of this prayer. What did he say? Israel is transgressed thy law, departing. They will not obey your voice. The curse is poured out upon us, and against our judges, and brought upon us a great evil. And not the like has not been done to anybody, like has been done on his chosen people in his chosen place. Do you think you're the chosen nation? Are you getting down and saying, if my people are called by my name, shall pray and turn their evil ways, I'll hear and forgive their land, all that stuff? That's what was given to this people right here that I'm reading, and he wiped them out for 2,500 years. Would you care to make a comment?